So, welcome to the Spiritually Rich podcast, a podcast dedicated to helping you live abundant as fuck. I'm your host, Nicole Ziola, and I'm here with a dear, dear friend of mine, Arshin Yusuf Asra. And I can't say enough about her. She has become a dear friend. She is such a beautiful, beautiful soul. We met through a mutual friend, and I fell in love with you from the first time I met you. You do celebrity hair and makeup all over the world. But the thing that I love most about you is your heart. You are just such a beautiful soul. And
Thank you.
I'm so grateful to have you here. So thank you.
Thank you for having me here. That's actually my pleasure to be in your podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. I know how busy you are. This woman, which I want to talk about in a little bit, has the most incredible work ethic of anyone I've ever met. And I'm not exaggerating. I will talk about this more in a little bit. So I know how much you have going on. So I really, really honor and appreciate you creating the space to be here with me and to have this conversation.
Thank you, love.
Yeah, of course. So I really wanted to start our conversation talking about your story. I remember when we first met, you sharing a little bit about your background and where you come from and kind of the path that led you to doing hair and makeup. And now you've created this really incredible business that is very successful and something that you genuinely love. And I think that so many women listening are going to be so inspired by your story. So I just would love for you to share a little bit more with everyone, please.
Of course. Yeah. So, I studied geology. I got my bachelor in geology, and then I decided to study another career, which it was dental assistant at the same time. And I got all my documents done, and I'm just like, I was working as a dental assistant for 3 years, which this started from the time that I was dating my my husband. I can call him my husband now, which we were dating when I was like 21, 22, and I was working as a dental assistant. And by that time, he actually hated the doctor that I was working with. And he actually tried to make me to be a hairstylist at the salon, because in Iran, when I was starting as an engineer, and he told me that he doesn't like that I want to be around the men's. And he was like, I'm an engineer. I know what's going on in the office, and I don't want to be around the men's. So why you're not going to start your work as a hairstylist at the salon? They're all women. It's a fun place to be at. And at the beginning, it was really hard for me as a career that I studied about 4 years of my life to be at. But at the beginning, I went to interview at the salon, and he dropped me off there. So I'm starting from there because this guy changed my life in a good way. Mm-hmm. And the next week, he broke up with me.
Oh my God.
I started a career at the salon, and he broke up with me.
I don't remember this part.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is what happened. But I stayed in this career. In a good way, he changed my life. Mm-hmm. And in Iran, they don't see it as an artist, especially the time that it started. Everybody, even in my family, they were surprised that oh my God, you studied so hard past years, why you gonna be a hairstylist at the salon? They kind of see it as a not a really high level job for a career. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They see it as an artist here, but not there. So I started the career, I keep going with it, and we decided to move to USA, which I went ahead and the career that I can start working here right away that I get here. So I continue it. So, and we moved. At the beginning, it was really hard to find a job. And I didn't know about the laws here. My English wasn't perfect at the beginning, even though when I got a job. So I hadn't any conversation with people because I could understand them because I was trying to study before I come here. But being in a other country, it's hard to just start your work, having and as a hairstylist, you have to have a conversation with your client. You are kind of therapist for them. And I remember at the beginning, I got a job, so I shouldn't say that, but kind of underground. It wasn't illegal, but at the same time, it wasn't right way to do it as a the stylist who is under other people's license. I started it to just go with life because we had the expenses here, we had to work. So I started that way to actually after 3 years I got my the license and I could start my own business that way. I remember the day that I couldn't even speak English, I didn't break myself because I remember I was looking at people, they were going, by a table, they were saying oh, my service was okay, but she cannot speak English. I don't think she understand me. And I was seeing the next week at the dry bar, they had requests on my name. They're we want this girl. The person who were complaining about my, the language that I cannot speak about, they wanted a request about my work. So it didn't break me. I tried to stay strong.
Yeah.
For that part, it wasn't easy, but I was seeing people, they come back to me.
Yeah.
They have requests and they liked my job. Maybe they didn't have like the part. And I have to say, my coworker, they tried to help me in a good way. They tried to correct me. They were just speaking English with me. I remember those days, I wasn't even hanging out with any Persians for it. I wanted it to be the others, the people who I can have a conversation with and I can understand them. And that was kind of my skill, to understand people with accent at our salon. I remember my manager, she was coming to me, she was this is your skill to understand this person, what they want, because we had different kind of women that they were coming and they didn't know English. But that was actually my skill, that I didn't know English and I could understand them.
Right.
So those are the days that actually passed and it was hard. Yeah. But I remember when I got my license, I was just oh my God, finally I got it. And just that was the moment that, I told myself, this is the way. Now you can just start your own career. I tried to make clientele. It's just and I started doing more celebrities. And that was a time that people, they start knowing me, and I was keep posting on my Instagram. I was working on my social media, which I tell everyone, social media for those kind of job is everything now. And it's kind of something you cannot just post one thing and it's done. It's kind of like antibiotic. You have to take it every 10 hours that it actually start working for you. It's not just even one post. You buy the followers, you do this, you do that. It's not that. You have to take care of it, and it's a full-time job. That part is another thing that is a full-time job. And as everybody, they know, I don't sleep that much, which that part of my life started at the time. Actually, I was dealing with the problem that I had, which it was a point of my life that I learned that sentence, which it says, life is too short. And I felt that when I was 19, when just I realized I had a cancer, a spine cancer, which it was hard when I was 19, but the part in my life that I don't sleep that much, it just started from those days. Because when I fall asleep, in my mind, I'm just like, oh, there is something happening around me that maybe I'm going to lose it. That's the thing that I don't sleep. Yeah. But actually that is helping me that I can work on my social media at the nighttime, and during the day I'm working on like, you know, my actual things. This is the way that I actually like do it. Yeah, it's not easy, but in my mind, I actually promised myself when I got my health back, I promised myself I just want to go. However, that it's not gonna damage anybody's life. I just want to keep going. Keep going and see the life, experience the life. And that was a time, I think that's the energy that you put in your mind and in your life. It's gonna come back to you, because I really believe karma. The energy that you give is gonna come back to you.
Yes.
So if you believe something, the good things gonna come to you.
Yes.
You don't have to, like, because people, they were asking me, oh, how do you like meet celebrities? How do you know all the celebrities, either Persians, non-Persians, the housewives? So I'm like, these things come to me because I wanted to be a really famous hairstylist when I started at this job. The person actually who was the start for this way was my husband. I'm calling him his husband because after 13 years, even I moved out of the country and we didn't have any connection. All of a sudden, he came back to my life, and he was the first person that actually was remembered. Those days that I started it, and he told me that I left, but I'm so happy for you. You continue it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
He was the reason.
Yeah.
And we decided to get married, and we're married now. And I'm so happy because, you know, people, they see it different way. As you're a strong woman, they want to see who's you gonna pick as your, like, you know, husband, who's gonna be in your partner. And because being with somebody like me, honestly, it's not easy. The hours that I work, your career, the person who I'm with, who had a problem that, you know, I work with the men's, now there is a bunch of weddings that I work at. It's out of country. I have to travel. The other makeup artists, maybe they are the men. Now the cameramans are the men. That we have a connection with all of, you know, those kind of, like, you know, co-worker, their men's. But now he understands it more. As we grow, he knows, you know, more about it. And usually the independent girls are really hard to get to know them, because sometimes I know I'm not easy as a woman. That side of me that is more girly is less than, like, that I want to be strong and I just want to take care of everything, which I try to control that in my life now, because I know it's not like easy for the men to be like with a woman like me.
Yeah.
And that was my issue. I wouldn't, like, you know, I wasn't like dating anybody for mostly 4 years.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to focus on what I'm doing. And these are kind of all.
I love it so much. I love it so much. And there's a few things that I want to ask you about and I want to touch on because I know it's, again, going to inspire so many people. So you've built such an incredible business, and your work ethic is so, I was telling my son today, I was like, this woman has the most incredible work ethic of anyone I've ever met. Like, whenever I'm feeling tired with work, I'm like, what would Arshin do? Suck it up, get together. But I feel like probably a lot of people see your success and they think she got lucky, or, whatever. It's, she got lucky that this influencer or this celebrity came into her life, or whatever it is. And I think it's so important for people to know that you've manifested this life because of the woman that you are and the work ethic that you have, right?
Yeah,
like, going back to what you said, like, that's why I loved you when I first met you. It's like, when you're a good person and you do good and you give good energy, like we always talk about that,
right?
Good things happen to you. And I love that you've taken that and you've, because everything to me is like momentum, right? You've taken it and then you've created this massive momentum with your business and your life, and now it's flourishing. So, is there anything else that you want to share about that? Like, as far as your work ethic for other women who may be, wanting to start in your industry or any other industry where they're wanting to start their own business, where things are tough and they're tight because you were sick, you were coming from another country, you're learning a new language, like you're trying to get a license, even though another thing I want to share is that you didn't even need your license. Like, she whips up things like her creations from scratch. Like, you don't need any sort of guidance. Right. Like, she has it just magically in her mind.
Nobody even actually checked that license ever.
You don't need it.
I have it on the wall. I didn't need it to start it. It was hard because people, they scaring you, and people, they taking advantage of you when you don't have license. I have to say that was those days that, like, people, they don't want to pay you enough because you don't have license, and you feel that as an artist it breaks you because the art doesn't have price. This is what I'm saying to everyone. Art, however, not even my job, art doesn't have a price. When you talk with an artist, you have to be careful because they could break with the little things so bad. They can get so happy with even one flower. This is the thing that I'm saying. But about that part that you were asking, I hear a lot about it. That, like, oh, she got lucky. She was just like, oh, she got the kind. She does it as a free for these kind of people to just get it. These are the stuff that I'm hearing. But that's not like that at all.
Yeah.
I have to say, if somebody asks me, like, how did you get successful in this job? I'm going to say, I didn't eat, I didn't sleep, and all I was doing, making my client happy. That's what I can say about it. 50% is your art, that you know what you're doing and you put everything together. You don't damage people's hair. You just, like, go, like, with everything. But 50% else is your personality, the connection that you get with your client. You know how you should react to them, like emotions. As we are working with, like, beauty with women, it's not easy to make them happy.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to control yourself at the, like, situation. They start crying, they start yelling. These are the stuff that is happening. And, we are not the God to make everybody happy. People, they're not happy with their life. Even God couldn't do that, to make everyone happy in their life. So, but we're trying to do our best to make people, beautiful and happy when they out. People, they come emotions. I was telling that other day to my client, I'm like, when somebody walk into my room and they're like having black hair, they come like, I want to change the whole thing. I want to be blonde today. Or like they come with the blonde hair, they'll like put the black all over my hair. I want to be black. That moment, that's so easy for me to just put one color and then like, bye, you asked for it and this is what you're gonna get. This is our job to see what's wrong with that person when they walked into a room with that big change. Because the woman, they just want to change everything when they get emotion. With the bangs as well. When girls, they want to like, I want to get the bangs, that means something happened, their broke up happened, they're emotional with something, and this is your job to make them like, this is the stuff that is happening after you do this, you do that, you cannot change it anymore because it's hard. That's like the thing, but they don't know, they just want to change. This is your job to make them happy at the moment, talk with them, put your time, your energy. Some days you feel like you're like done. You don't have energy even to talk. And the other thing, they are there to hear that like, not hear our story. They are there because they want us to hear them stories. I see it a lot, like when the stylists, they start like telling about them life, them emotions. Oh no, my dad is sick. This happened to my life. I'm not happy with this. People, they don't like that. They are there that they can talk with you about them problems. They don't want to hear about your problems. This is the stuff that is like actually really hard in our job, because there is a day that even you don't feel good. You might be sick, something bad happened to you. But especially for weddings, you don't have option to be upset. You don't have, that's somebody's big day. It's just one day. You have one option, which I tell everybody, I'm like, I feel like I'm working in emergency room on weddings. That's kind of like emergency room as an stylist. It's not like you just want to make money. Yeah, if you're going to be good, you can make money. But there is a way to make money. You cannot like overcharge people. People, they understand it. Maybe at the beginning they don't. But the stuff that I see in others, they put so much product that is unnecessarily in the bag, that you need this, you need that, which is not right. You see it. I don't sell product in my room.
That's true.
I give them advice, but I don't sell it. I want them to just go and study about it. Is that good for my hair? Which I want to try. I'm like, this is good for you, but I don't want them to buy it from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you don't want to like be pushing it.
Yeah.
That's so funny that you said you feel like it's like surgery or something, because I was telling some of my family about you when I was in Tahoe, and they were like, oh my God, because they're all doing hair and makeup. And I was telling them, like, you travel all over the world, you go to 24 hours flying somewhere. She'll go 24 hours on a flight, basically, do a wedding, and turn around, come back home, and do another wedding and still work. Like, it's unreal. It's unreal. But they were saying like that I could never do weddings because it's so stressful, right? Like you are dealing with people's most important day. And unfortunately, a lot of people are very worked up on those days and not very relaxed, and it's a lot of personalities.
Not easy. People, they don't see behind the scenes of weddings. I'm like, when I became 50 years old, I'm gonna have a book. It says about behind the scene about the weddings. The things that you don't know about the weddings. Because there is a bunch of stuff that is happening and you're responsible for it. The day will start with the makeup artist and hairstylist. The day of wedding. You are there for them. They go through a lot. they're gonna like throw out a lot of stuff. I remember that was in one wedding that they couldn't find the ring. The mom of the bride was so stressed out the night before. I don't know, either she was drunk for rehearsal or whatever that happened the night before. I don't know about that. But I remember when the photographers, they came and they were asking for the ring for the shoots. They were like, oh, the ring is not here. And actually she hid it inside of the shoes of the bride. The mom of the bride, she did that. And because of the stress that she was going through, she wasn't remembering it.
Oh, wow.
And I remember they actually looked up all of our stuff that day. We were standing there. They were looking for the ring in our bags. Imagine it.
Oh.
You don't want to even work on that place.
Oh my.
That is really disrespectful.
Yes.
This is just one thing that I'm telling about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, working on wedding people, they like to work at weddings, but it's not easy. Even when I take assistant with me, they don't believe it that how hard it is.
Yeah.
Because, the day I start with you, and if you get behind the schedule, it's going to mess up a whole day. Mm-hmm. Somebody's wedding that they paid so much and it's expensive.
Yeah.
You cannot make it up. There is no make it up.
Yeah.
That's why I call it emergency room.
Yeah.
For weddings, you work at the
Emergency room, yeah.
But if you can take that stress and be cool, because we had to act like nothing happened. Which it happened. You're looking in my bag. You're disrespecting me. I didn't steal the ring of the bride that I'm here.
Yeah.
That she was actually looking at our bags, and I'm just like, poor girl. She's stressed out. We have to take it. You have to take it as a stylist. There is stuff that we see behind the scene that is not really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were one of the most calm, beautiful, with a good energy bride that I ever had. And yeah, I was so happy to be part of your big day.
Oh.
Because your soul.
Thank you.
I have to say that about you.
Thank you. You're making me cry.
No, you have a beautiful soul, your energy, and all of that is stuff about you that I love about you. And I was part of your big day, and that was really special to me. I was so happy for you. One of the most beautiful ceremony. Yeah, in the garden that I never seen. That beautiful garden and all the luxury weddings that I went to.
Oh, that makes my heart so happy.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
I was so grateful that you were there too. It was really special to me because, I wanted it to just be small and special and good energy and good vibes. And you were such a obviously important piece of that.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm so, so grateful. And I think that your story is just so inspiring for so many people, a lot of women, just trying to figure it out, trying to make it. I think that also, as an entrepreneur myself, women oftentimes don't understand how much work is involved when you are trying to create something yourself. And I think that again, going back to your work ethic and your heart and soul that you put into everything that you do, it's really special. It's really, really one of a kind. I brag about you all the time.
I love you. Yeah, that's the other thing. When you want to make your career, when you want to grow, you lose friends. Mm-hmm, that's the part that is really hurtful.
Yeah.
You lose friends actually when you grow. It's not when you're down, you're losing friends.
Yeah.
When even you grow, you're losing friends.
It's true.
And losing those kind of friends, it's not easy. It breaks you. There is a lot of stuff that if you want to be strong, it's start breaking you. When actually you are a famous person in the like, when you go somewhere, you get so many attentions. That was another thing that people, they were like, oh, at the day one, you didn't change. You get really famous. People, they know you. That is crazy. You're here, you're there. You're working with like, singers, this, that. That is interesting for people, right? Mm-hmm. But they were like, oh, you didn't change. I'm like, what is the reason that I should change? Mm-hmm. The thing is, you became famous because of people. Mm-hmm. So be humble with people.
I'm so glad that you touched on that.
Yeah.
That's another reason that I love you.
Oh, thank you.
Is, you work with all sorts of people and you're just so down to earth. I think that's why we find each other refreshing, because we're both like just really, we're down to earth. We just want to have real connections.
Exactly. It's about humanity.
Yes.
It's about the good energy. It's just about, being a famous person. It's fun. But at the same time, it's not fun, because some people, when they touch that part, it's just like either they're not humble anymore, they ignore people, mm-hmm. and that's the part actually it breaks you down. Mm-hmm. As I see it, not as a celebrity status, as a person who I see like people in behind the scene. Mm-hmm. My job is about reality, even though if I don't want to see it, I'm in behind the scene. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing it. Mm-hmm. I see the reality.
Yep.
But I have to say that like people, they get an anxiety. Mm-hmm. When people, they come to them, it's not like they don't want to be humble. Mm-hmm. It's just like when they get famous, they get an anxiety. I see it on celebrities too. Because sometimes, people, they mention, oh, do you know that person? Oh, I don't like her personality. She's just like this, like that. And it's not always like that. I don't say it like some of them, they're not humble.
Right.
But like the others, it depends the personality.
Yes.
But when you became famous, either as a hairstylist, as an artist, that's like either like, you have it or not.
Yeah,
it's
agree.
Inside of you.
I agree.
Yeah, keep it humble.
Keep it humble. I agree.
You're famous just because of people.
Exactly.
That's the means of being famous. That means like, people, they know you more than others. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how people, they became famous.
Right.
That's the all mean about it. Yeah. There is something about you that is different than others, that people, they know you more. That's all about it. There's nothing like that you gonna be crazy about it. You be proud of yourself that I'm famous.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that for somebody like me. I like it to keep it like the way that is like professional. I have a good connection with my client. I know everything about them life, even if I don't want to know. I don't want to know a lot of stuff, but I hear it. I have to be there for them. But like, there's no reason.
Yeah, I agree so much. I have a lot of influencer friends and clients, and also celebrity clients, and I see that too, where people lose touch with, I wouldn't call it reality, but just with themselves, and start focusing on, I feel like to me, it's a lot of material things, it's like a lot of chasing. It's a lot of, I need to keep up my status and I need to this and that. And then they lose sight of the real friendships and connections or people who have really supported them in the process of getting to where they're at, or who really genuinely actually care about them in this pursuit of more and more. And I think that's something that I wanted to touch on with you too. Just where we live, it's Southern California, Newport Beach. It's a city of a lot of, how would we call it? Like superficial, right?
Right.
Superficial. And
they're different.
Yeah. Yes. And I think that it's just so important for me, I want women who are listening to this to understand that like it's incredible to have nice things and to live how you want to live and to feel beautiful and to look beautiful and all of the things that you want, but to not lose yourself in the pursuit of creating that and manifesting that life and going after your goals, not to lose yourself.
Exactly. That's the key.
And I think that you're the most beautiful example of that. Yeah, just
thank you.
Yeah, you're getting more and more and more successful, and I feel like even more humble and more grounded, and even more just I don't know, just beautiful. I love our talks. I always love our conversations. I love what's happening in your life and this
my crazy life.
Yes. Well, I know it's hard, but I know I'm excited for you because of the things that are happening and your potential new kind of shift and move. And I think that it's actually going to be really beautiful and exciting. So I'm excited.
Thank you, love.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always kind of, I think you should not compare yourself to others. Your ability is different than others. Your energy is different than others. Just keep going with like the stuff that you have inside of you and you can focus on. Mm-hmm. That is the only thing that I just want to talk to a woman who they are just listening to this.
Yeah.
That like, it's beautiful that you find your ability, the point I want to say is your career, that you can have your, how do we say that?
Like your purpose, your
purpose.
Yeah.
For who you want to be.
Yeah, not somebody else.
Not somebody else.
Yes.
I know these days with social media and all of that stuff, I know celebrities. I cannot bring the name up and I don't want to do that, but I know celebrities who they are acting like crazy, that they have like this, I have that money, I have this car, but there is nothing there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They are famous in just social media.
Yeah. That's a lot of social media.
Yeah, there is a lot of those kind of person. I wear this, I wear that. I know they buy this stuff. They're going to take it back to the store. Even they got luck from the stores. I have to say that because, you hear everything. As a hairstylist, you hear everything.
Yeah.
It comes up.
Yeah.
The reality. And people who they are out there, they having good, the bad feeling that they don't have those kind of life. Just be happy with whatever that you have. And just like find your abilities to just having good life for yourself.
Yeah.
For yourself, not for others.
Yeah.
For yourself.
For yourself.
For your happiness, for yourself. This is the stuff that I really recommend it to people, that they should know these days.
Yes. Yeah.
People are losing their way because of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I see it.
Yes.
The girls, they cannot because they come to me that as they go to more dates, they're losing it. Even girls over 30s, they are just worried about it. Oh, I didn't get married. This thing didn't happen to me. I had a bride and groom. After 11 years, they got married. And the groom was almost 65 years old. And the bride was almost 45. After 11 years, they got married. And that was one of the craziest weddings that I had. But you were seeing them happy. Mm-hmm. After 11 years, they decided to get married.
Yeah.
It's not about the stuff that you're worried about.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about the stuff, who you want to be, who you're gonna be, and then just work on that.
Yeah.
Close your eyes, and just look at the front.
Yeah.
I'm always saying, when you see the horses, they're running.
I use that too.
They close them eyes.
Yes.
They don't look at like others.
Exactly.
They just keep going with the like way.
Yes.
This is the stuff that people they should to do.
Yes. It's so funny. I use that like as a metaphor all the time when I'm talking to my clients because it's so important.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's so important for everyone listening to this to really understand what Arshin's sharing. Like, social media is awesome. It's a beautiful way for us to build businesses and to connect with people all over the world. But there is such a large part of it that is very fake and an illusion. It's so fake.
We call it social media.
Yes. And so just understanding that and staying in your lane, staying focused on what is it that makes you happy. Like, you do also work so hard because you love what you do. We've had that conversation. Like, you love it. You're like, if I just, when I'm in my element and I'm doing my thing, like, I could do this 24 hours a day, right? Like,
exactly.
You genuinely
I don't
love
get
it.
tired. People, they're like, oh, your feet are not hurting. I'm like, when I go home, yeah, I feel it as a human. Yeah, there is a pain. But when I'm working, I don't feel like, I have to have food right now. Mm-hmm. It's just, I just want to be focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That makes me happy. That gives me energy.
Yes.
And people are different. People,
yes.
they don't have to be somebody like me.
Exact. I think that's such an important distinction.
That is not like the thing that I'm going to say. I'm like, I can do it this way. You're going to do it the other way.
Yes.
That's why we keep saying, just look at your own way.
Yes.
How you can do it.
Yes. That's the most important piece. I think that's actually what I think I want everyone listening to take from this, is find your path, find what you love.
Exactly.
And follow that. And I just want to mention one more thing. I remember you telling me when you were a little girl, you used to, with your Barbies, right?
Yes. I was styling them here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Arshin, I just have to say this. She, like I said, she's like a wizard with your hair and makeup, and she doesn't have like a formula. She's like, oh, you want this color? Like, squirt, squirt. Like, oh, you want that braid? Okay. Like, just out of thin air. But I think it's so cool. Like, even though your now husband helped you to get on the path of your purpose and your passion, which was also like divinely guided, this was something like that you were born to do.
Exactly.
It's just really cool.
I always, having appreciation for him that, he found that part of me, even though when we were so young those days, I was telling people, they were asking me, how did you get to this kind of like career? Or how did you do it? I'm like, that was a guy. He was just in my life. He changed my life in a good way and he left me. That was a story I was telling everybody. And when we were going to get married, I'm like, you remember that guy? Did he do that? I remember even in our like wedding videos. Aww. Yeah, the photographer was asking me, how is your feeling? It's your wedding day and you're doing the groom's hair. I'm like, yeah, he deserved it. He actually put me in this career, so he deserved that I do his hair as a groom, I feel.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So sweet. Well, I can't wait to meet him in person one day soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes, I might have to come visit you guys.
Dubai.
Yeah. I'll have to make that happen. But thank you so much again for being here and sharing this beautiful conversation. I know it's going to inspire so many women and people, and I just adore you, and I'm so, so grateful for you.
Thank you so much for having me, for like putting your time in my story. Mm-hmm. And I was so happy to be here. And if this is story gonna even help 2 people,
right,
I'm gonna be happy to just to share it. Just to stay strong. Whatever that's gonna happen in your life, as a strong woman, you have to stay strong. You have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, you should.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. Follow your passion. Stay committed. Stay strong.
Exactly.
Stay true to yourself. Be a good person. Give good energy, and good things will come back to you.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
until
you.
next time.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.